You can follow us on our step-by-step procedure. So again, to set expectations, so yung website, yung link, is the link to our Adobe Education Exchange or edX. So it's a link for our Adobe Creative Educator courses. So we have different levels. We have level 1 and we have level 2. So ayan. And we have other resources over here. But for this live stream, we will focus po on level 1. So, do you have it on your screen na din? Alright, so
Yes.
Angela. So, sige, Christine, can you read for us yung ating first paragraph? Ano tong meron dito sa first part na to?
Okay, so for the first paragraph, together we work to support the generation to become a lifelong creators. We invite you to join the new Adobe Creative. This community program, you will receive a curated professional development materials, information about virtual and in-person events, and the opportunity to connect with like minded educators from around the world. To recognize your professional development, you'll earn badges for the completing of each level of the Adobe Creator program.
So, ayan. So, like I've said earlier, so thank you, Christine. It's not just about creating designs. It's not just about graphics. It's not just about posters or photo editing and whatnots. It's about a community program that is focused on virtual and in-person events. So, ito yung professional development materials that will give you opportunity to connect with like-minded educators so you would know how to educate other people creatively. So, as future leaders ng Philippines, di ba? You need to be creative when it comes to educating everyone. Not just about visual graphics and design, but how to creatively uh, convey your lessons and your mindset or your knowledge to each and everyone. So Adobe Creative Educator focuses on that. What tools can we use? How can we creatively convey our messages? Diba? And then we will go to how to visually have like an impact. Kasi diba, um, as students, kayo ba, nag-enjoy ba kayong matuto if nakita nyo puro text lang yung pinapakita sa screen ng mga teachers? Like for example, okay, read paragraph 1, tas ang haba, no limit tangere, chapter 1, verse 1, tas ang dami. Pero wala kayong image na nakikita. There's nothing. Image, no nothing, no pictures, just pure text. Tapos ang font size is 8. As in yung sobrang liit. Parang ganito nga sa screen natin. Di ba? You won't uh, have the motivation to actually grasp the information kasi parang nakaka-bombard and stuff like that. So, papasok tayo dun on this program on how to creatively convey your message and topics to your learners and audience. So, going down here, so if you press get started, there you go, it's loading. So, the topic would be creativity for all. Okay? So, creativity for all pa lang yan. So, understanding the power of creativity, why it matters, how to leverage it in your teaching. So, helps to prepare students by giving them 21st century skills they need to succeed. So, andito yung mga goal natin or agenda. Understand what creativity looks like, why it's important for every learner, how to recognize creativity in all students, make every subject creative, foster creative learning environment, leverage Adobe creative tools. So yan, isa sa mga gagawin natin for today. And how to keep the learning and engaging with Adobe Creative Educator community. Again, learning and engaging. Hindi po pwede yung, okay, basta I'll just share all of this, then that's it. Hindi po ganun. So, isa sa mga misconceptions when it comes to Adobe Creative Educator, pag sinabi Creative Educator ka, oh, graphics. No. We need to do the foundations first. bago tayo makapagturo ng education na when it comes to visual graphics, you need to understand first paano po tayo ano, magko-convey ng message to our students, to our learners, creatively. Diba? Like for example ngayon, wala akong slides. This is one of the example. No slides, no creative visuals. How would you interpret this? Sir, parang ang boring naman po, ang daming, tapos sabay kamot sa ulo. Ang dami pong information, statements, parang di po namin maintindihan. Exactly. So, makita nyo what is missing if we actually don't use creativity in our presentations. So, kanina kasi, I was planning to create this creative slides. But instead of showing the creative side of teaching of, di ba? Showing you guys what creativity in education means, let us show what it looks like if we are lacking creativity in our presentations. Di ba? What if we are lacking design? So, yun yung impact. So, that's why we have a Adobe Creative Educator program. So, again, we hope that you join this program so it would help you a lot. So, if you want to do so, just click continue learning. So, before we do that, before we head on to continue learning, for those who are not logged in, first po is to actually log in. So, ako, meron na akong Adobe account. So, if you want, you can create your own account by pag nag-sign out ako, magsa-sign out kasi siya. So, you can go to your Adobe account and then for example, mag-sign out ako. I'll sign in again in a bit. So, ganyan yan. Ganyan yung makikita nyo, di ba? Sign up. Go ahead and sign up. So, educators, create your Adobe Education Exchange account using your school-issued email address kung meron man po from your schools. Sign up with school email. Or, you can just actually sign in. So, kung wala po kayong school account, you can just create account using your Google account, Facebook, or Apple account. Babala, mga kapatid, mga kaibigan, mga estudyanteng nanonood, okay, babala. Do not use your Facebook account if your Facebook name is spelled backwards or it's not your real name. Okay? Mamaya ang nakalagay dyan is, for example, binaliktad yung pangalan ko. Almid Message something. May mga ganyang pangalan sa Facebook. There are many names in Facebook that are not actually formal. So remember, if you create your account on Adobe Education Exchange using your Facebook tapos hindi spelled correctly yung Facebook nyo, it will show on your certification, oh, your name is Boss Masipag _Pogi 123. Iwasan natin yan, okay? Don't. Just use your Google account instead para formal po yung name. Alright? So, avoid using Facebook if lalo na nakalagay dyan, working at Krusty Krab. Don't. Just use the Google account for formal certifications. Alright? So, sign in with your Google, Facebook kung matino yung name, and then Apple if you have an Apple account. Kung mayaman kayo, may iPhone 13 na fully paid cash. Diba? So, if not, go to Google. Hello, John, Alvin, Jella. If you guys, I hope you guys are joining, following up with the step-by-step procedure on how to log into our Adobe Express and Adobe Education Exchange. So again, you can just sign up and using your email. If you have Yahoo, I think it will work as well. Set up your password or just continue with Google. So for me, I have here my Google account. Then just log in. And then wait for it to load. And there you have it. You're now logged in. So you will be redirected to edX.adobe.com. So again, click on the link that we sent on the comment section. So I think this is it, edx.adobe.com/adobe-creative-educator. Okay po. If you're following, just let me know if you're actually following. If not, I'll repeat the steps, but you can watch this video again if you'd like. So again, adobe-creative-educator po. So once you logged in, you can get started or start with level 1. So ito yung level 1, creativity for all. That's the same link or action button. If you go click get started, it will just transport you to the same link when we click start level 1. So level 1, starting our journey. So it will take a 1-hour course to review the creative process. Then at the end of the course, you'll submit a simple learning artifact, a graphic, so visuals. Then you can share your graphic with the social medias that you have using the hashtag Adobe Create Edu. So ginawa ko din yan when I actually did this certification. Go Tintin, classmate ko yan. Oh, shoutout daw Zaya. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, Tintin, oh. So yeah, welcome guys. I hope you're following with this. So again, go to edx.adobe.com slash yeah. Ayan na, Adobe-Creative-Educator. So if you're done, just go and continue learning. So ito po yung lalabas nun. So nakita nyo, 0 out of 3 hours completed, 0%. So baka magtaka kayo, sir, kala ko po ba finish nyo na po yan? Bakit po 0%? Kinlik ko po kasi ulit yung enroll. But I do have my level 1 badge already on my LinkedIn account if you'll check. So, tapos na rin ako sa level 2, but it's taking too long than usual. Siguro hindi ko lang nakita yung email, but supposedly may email yon. But yeah, I have both badges for level 1 and level 2. Hindi lang nakapost sa LinkedIn yung level 2. Kasi wala pa akong link. And so, what do we expect? What do we have here on the creativity for all? So if I'm going to ask you guys, nung una, tinanong natin like with Christine, ano yung expected ba or ano po ba ibig sabihin ng creativity? So ang nangyari po is, ayan, nag-focus po sa visual design and stuff. But on level 1 pa lang po tayo, we will focus on making the case for creativity. Starting with making the case, how does creativity relate to other skills? How to develop student creativity, the tools that we have, how to foster a creative learning culture. Every subject is creative. How can you assess creativity? Creative tools, and so on and so forth. Sa huling-huli po, yung last 2 na yan, kung makikita nyo, you have assignment and peer review. So ano po ibig sabihin ng assignment and peer review? Assignment, yes, may assignment po tayo. It doesn't mean na hindi siya sa school setting, you don't have any assignment. This is an output-based, self-paced learning. So, kailangan po natin ng assignment. We need an output for this. Alright? So, for this one, sa last part, we have also peer review. So what do you mean by peer review? Peer review is you'll have to put your output, post it on Adobe Education Exchange, and have other educators and learners comment on your output. I remember nung gumawa ako nito, like when I did my last assignment for Adobe Creative Educator, the comments I get, wow, amazing. It looks great. Thank you so much for sharing, etc., etc. Yun yung mga comments. You need at least 3 comments that people actually responded to your output so that they would know that, oh, you're finished with the assessment. Okay? So, here's the question. Kakayanin po ba? For those who are watching right now, for those who are appointed to attend this live stream, kakayanin po ba na matapos ang level 1 badge or level 1 procedure or program or course, kung ano man gusto niyo itawag dito, for Adobe Creative Educator? Again, you're the future educators of the country, of the Philippines. Hindi tayo masyadong nagiging national or whatnot. But it's a truth. It's a truth. Kayo yung future. So we need you guys to be creative when it comes to conveying your ideas. So here is the challenge. We only have 1 hour for our live stream. So I'll just make it quick. I will show you what you can use, lalong-lalo na if you don't have the Adobe Creative Cloud. So yung mga sabi nga nila, sir, what if wala po akong pambayad ng Adobe Creative Cloud? What would I do? What would I use? Pwede po bang other software na lang? You can, but we have a suggestion. Okay? That suggestion is using express.adobe.com. So, what we will do over here is I'll share with you the link of the express.adobe.com, and there we go. Just let me know if you guys received the link. Hello Angelo, good evening. Kamusta? So go ahead and click that link. That's express.adobe.com/sp. So if you don't have that, then just go in with express.adobe.com. Let me know if you're in. Let me know if you have accessed the link. If you don't have access to this, okay lang po yan. No problem. But Adobe actually offers 1 month free trial, so you could use this tool for 1 month for free. So you should be able to do that and access this for free. Just let me know if ayaw talaga. Hingi tayo kay Sir Joe Mark ng sponsorship. We can't. We can't. So just use the 1 month free trial for now, okay? So sabay-sabay tayong gagawa ng project. So we have here Adobe Express. So as you can see, premium member. Yes, I have my Creative Cloud po. Thank you po. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a flyer. Alright, so hindi tayo gagawa ng other posts, but using Adobe Express, there's a lot of template that we could use, especially for posting for social media and or creating other visual aids. So like we have posters, Instagram posts, stories, Facebook posts, YouTube thumbnails, collage invitations, and so on and so forth. We also have removing background. Yes, you could do that with Adobe Express. Resizing your image, converting to GIF or GIF. Bala na po kayo mag-away kung anong pronunciation niya, but for me it's GIF. And we have converting to MP4 for animations that you want to convert, trim, and change speed, etc., etc. So we have other seasonal highlights and templates. But again, we will use flyers for now. If you click flyers, it will redirect you po doon sa ating project. So it's loading kasi po mahina talaga ang internet ng Pilipinas. Wala tayong magagawa doon. And then, on the flyers on the left page, as you can see, merong mga icon. If the icon has a crown on this bottom right, yung mga templates, if they have this crown on the bottom right, it means they are only for premium members. So, click those templates na walang crown so you can use them for free. But for me, ang gawin lang po muna natin is si goal setting. Kasi, masyadong slang. Okay, because what we're gonna do is we're going to use Adobe Express to create an output. So ano po ba yung output na gusto kong makuha from you guys? Okay? Good evening, Liberty. Hello. So what we're going to do using Adobe Express is based dyan sa poster na yan, goal setting. What would be your goal for this program? Diba? What creativity means para sa'yo. So, again, you can use this template, the goal setting template, or you can use the other templates that are provided on the Adobe Express. So what we're gonna do is we're going to select yung bottom right over here. I don't know if you guys can see where I'm hovering. Nakita naman. Alright, so hovering right here. If I click on this, of course, pero yeah, feedback. Over here we have the layer area. So we have open group, we have layers background, which is blue, we have white, and the other grouped layer. So if I open this, we have the texts. That is the group that we have. If I go back, this is the other layers. So makikita nyo dyan yung layers sa bottom right. Pwede nyo i-rearrange, or kung gusto nyo naman pong i-edit yung mga text, andyan din po siya ma-access. So if you go to open group, so for example, ito, lunch and learn. Pwede nating palitan ng creativity for all. Diba? So there we go. You have font recommendations as well from Adobe Express based on your design. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 recommendations. So I tend to use the rule of thick and thin when it comes, for me, it's like a personal preference, the thick and thin. If you have the main topic name in bold letters, your subtopic should be in thin or regular design. So I'll go with this one. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong. There we go. So it's like a thinner text size. There we go. And we have the bolder text as our main. And then we'll click on this one, Wandering Hill Agents. Let's change that to Adobe Creative Educator Level 1. So there we go. We have that, goal setting, and creativity for all. Nakakasunod naman po. Do you guys can follow with our progress for our step-by-step procedure? Kaya naman? Just select the layer you want to edit on the layer area on the bottom right. Or, if nahihirapan po kayo, just click on the area that you want to edit. Just double click. So makita nyo dyan, ayan na yung edit text. Double click on the text. And yung text natin, goal settings. Then you can just rearrange the colors or layout. ZJ, thank you so much for confirming. Again po, this output is needed from you guys ha. I'll ask Christine to check your output kung nag-send kayo. Pag hindi, wala kayong badge. Ang damot eh, no? We need your output for this, guys. Alright? We need your output for this and post it as Adobe Creative Educator, hashtag Adobe Creative Educator on your social media so we can check if you can pass it to Christine personally. Alright? So, ayan. And then, on the bottom part, dito sa text natin, all you have to do is creativity for me is, there we go. Pwede kayo mag-type ng ganyan. You can resize the text box as you like. We have this outside line and controls ng text to actually resize or rotate. It's up to you guys, or remove. Creativity for me is then your answer, sorry, and your answer on that part. Okay? What is creativity for you? So creativity for me is then your answer. So for me, creativity is thinking outside the box and see from other people's perspective. So yun yung sagot kanina ni Christine. What does it mean to be creative? So yan. And then you have these tools on the left side: photos, shapes, design assets, background, logos, and libraries. So let's go with the shapes. So on the shapes, Adobe Express will actually give you suggestions on what kind of shape you want, or you can search your shapes on Adobe Educator's library. Or you can go ahead with design assets. Then you have flowers and whatnots that you can choose. Like for example, we have brushes. Usually ito yung ginagamit ko. Asa na yun? Then we'll go with watercolor. Let's use this. It will load in. And then have it resize. Oh, whoops. It's the wrong one. There we go. You can change the properties ng ating image on the right side. Pag kinlik mo yung image, you can either replace, remove, or delete. You can add it to background. You can actually change this like multiply or screen. Usually I go with multiply, then lower down the opacity. So let's use this. There we go. You can flip it vertically or horizontally. It's up to you. You can crop. You can set the effects. Like for example, if I turn this on, you can change the color to grayscale, lighten, darken, or duotone. You have also other presets over here that you can use, like contrast, matte, lighten, multiply, and colorize. But I always go with duotone since it's for a background image. We also have enhancement if you want to. Contrast, brightness, saturation, highlight, shadow, warmth, and sharpen. We also have blur. Alright. So, other than that, ito na po yung ating output. So for me, basic lang to kasi we have limited time. I already exceeded the time that is allotted. But once you are done, you can screenshot this or click download on the top right section, then start downloading as PNG or JPG. After that, go ahead and post this on your social media using the hashtag GoTinTinClassmate ko yan. using the hashtag Adobe Creative Educator. Okay, so if you're done with this, go ahead and save it and post it on our social media platforms. I think I have the link here. Mulch, if you can also do that, kindly post our Facebook group link to the chat so they can join. For a YouTube, you can check out our YouTube as well, so you can send there, or our Facebook, LinkedIn, or I think Yeah, Facebook group. We have multiple as well. So go ahead and check those out. Do you have any questions regarding this topic, guys? If wala, I'll just review over for one last time kung ano po yung ginawa natin. We did explain what Adobe Creative Educator means. Again, it's not just about visual graphics and design. It's about creatively thinking on how to educate people like learners or students on every grade and age. Then if you click get started, you'll have the link for creativity for all. And then we have overview of what you will learn. Also, if you click here on the instructors, makita nyo, there are a lot of people, see, from different parts of the world that made this course possible. All right. And then if you click continue learning, you will proceed to your actual course, which is this one. Then, we did a poster for goal setting. Ano po yung goal nyo? What is creativity for you? And then post it on your social media.